What's good people? L.A.R movement still moving. If you can look at the title and see, it's gonna be a doozy. Um, little bit of sarcasm, little bit of truth, little bit of satire, little bit of just yeah. What the problem is for us black people is these good Americans. They just want us, to know our place. Okay, that's all they want. They just want us to know our place. That's what this is about. I was listening to MOT having a panel about like defunding the police, and one of the brothers was talking on that. What's up, George? Happy Juneteenth. What's up, Patrick? And you know what? I would do it, George, but I'm gonna catch you on Monday because I'm about to say some off the wall stuff. But and he was saying that one of the brothers on there was talking about all this stuff doesn't happen in Montana and Idaho and Salt Lake City and all these predominantly white areas. And MOT replied, well, they view those people as American citizens. That's why this doesn't happen. And in the same way people are treated in different countries, it's not this same occupying force type of mentality. So I thought about that, mulled that over, and started thinking about it as far as, you run across people who are non-black. And when I say non-black, this is, for the most part, includes everybody, and somehow they just have to come out and have these racial conversations with you now. And there's a lot of microaggressions, a lot of passive aggressive people who want to just either have conversations with black people, or they want to do something to let you know, you need to do what I say. Because all of these protests and all of this uprising, I'm so tired of the looting, and I'm so tired of the burning buildings, and people are losing their businesses. So what I need to do is I need to put you in your place so I can feel comfortable. So this is what the good Americans are doing. They know exactly what they're doing, but they're going to play oblivious. It's just their culture. So when you run into somebody, because this is what's going to happen after this is over. Like you see, and I talked about it previously with the protests interlopers. They're saying there's, in some places, there's a second wave of the coronavirus. So these good Americans just want to put us in our place. You see, you people should have never protested, and now we have a second wave of coronavirus because of you. You did this. You're causing people to lose their jobs and their businesses, and their dogs are running away because of you people. Why can't you just be a good American like the rest of us? I was at the gym. Older man was like, man, this is crazy. All this stuff, I just want things to get back to normal. And I was like, to me, this is normal. And he was just, he's a cool dude, but, he was kind of like, what? Yeah, this is normal. What you talking about? Like, this is normal. You feel like you can't go anywhere, do anything without somebody in your way. Oh, but thanks, fam. America, I got you. 3rd degree, what's happening? Thanks, Olga. You feel like you just locked in. Nothing happens. This is when they're having all the videos of the quote unquote Karens going crazy. It's because they just want you people to know your place. I don't understand. If you weren't committing so much crime, this wouldn't happen. Oh, right. You guys commit crimes everywhere. Oh, okay. Huh. Like the black people that burnt down the Wendy's in Atlanta after the brother got killed. Which, I mean, I don't think he should have ran and all that other stuff, but that's just my opinion. Because he didn't have to. But he was, they was messing with him for no reason. That's absolutely true. So they shot him for no reason. That's absolutely true. I'm not running after those Negroes. I play with them on Madden. They're fast. I can't catch them. He's the fastest kid in the universe, Jim. You know, Torian, what's happening? Oh, 316, what's going on? So this is all these good Americans want is you to stay in your place. Yeah. You know, because if things are so much more comfortable, because this is what's gonna happen when the kids go back to school. You're gonna, because you have these conversations. I had a hard life. It's not because I'm black, but I'm white. I had a hard life. I'm Hispanic. I had a hard life. I'm Asian. I had a hard life. I came to this country with negative $17 in my bank account. My father was no good. My parents were no good. And I lived poor, and I just came up and pulled myself up by my bootstraps. Why can't you? Okay. I understand that. So all that effing up you was doing when you was younger, you go to jail for it? No. Okay. You didn't go to jail for all that effing up? No, I used to race cars and smoke weed and sell pot, and sometimes I did cocaine. So you never got in trouble with the law? The ones that got a felony. Man, how many felonies? I got 7 felonies. 7? Where you working? I'm working in corporate America. With felonies? With 7? Huh. See, if you were just like me and you would know how to act after you get your 7th felony, you can get a job like me too. Huh. Interesting. Okay, very interesting. You know, hey, you could get started. Hey, chill out, Devin. You know, but so, because I'm not racist and I haven't had to deal with racial problems and it's no big deal. I hear them. But here's the problem. So when school starts and these teachers who aren't racist start just sticking it to the black kids in their class because all lives matter, all grades matter, that's not, they're just trying to, these good Americans just want your kids to know their place. See, they want to re-indoctrinate them in their place. Yeah. See, they don't hate you, black people. No, they don't hate. I have black friends. I've watched BET. I've danced to Chris Brown. I am not racist. But when your kid comes into my classroom, they're definitely getting a D. Look at me in my eyes, okay? Look at me in my eyes. See my sincerity. See it? You see, I'm a good person. Do you see it? Just if you look in my eyes, you would know how honest I am. I would never do anything racial, but your kid is definitely getting a D. I don't care what they write on that paper. They're getting a D. Prometheus, what's happening? Phantom, what's going on? Noise, what's going on? 6 seconds. Yeah, 6 second chance. It's interesting. Like when I talked about my father, when he had a heart attack, he was at the hospital, and it was like white and Asian nurses, I want to say, and a white doctor, and it was also like a black Cuban doctor. He died, and this happened last year, or was it earlier this year? Something in the middle of that, and he died, and the nurses and the other doctor was like, he's big, he's black. I don't know how to resuscitate him because he's big and he's black. So the black, I want to say Cuban doctor, resuscitated my father. And he told my father, he said, man, listen, I just wasn't going to let you die. The other people in the room, they just let it go. They just like, forget it. So all these people, what's up, Shane? Travis, my bad. So Emmanuel, what's going on? All these people who I'm not a racist. So when you go to the hospital and if you need help and they just happen to not resuscitate you or try to resuscitate you or they take all day, what I'm saying? This type of stuff, it's not racist. They just want you to know your place, okay? They're good Americans who just want you to know the place. If he dies, he dies. If he dies, he dies. So, but when somebody, what's up, Michael? But when somebody who's non-black, what's up, Frank, is in the hospital, we gotta save his life. Clear, clear. You can't let this nice white life go. No, I won't let you do it, white Jesus. No. So it's not that these people are racist. It's just they just want you to know your place. That's what that is. They just want you to know your place. Yeah. First you said racial malpractice. See, you can never prove that. You can't prove it because I don't know what's in people's hearts, but I know these good Americans in their hearts, they just want you to know your place. What's up, Al Johnson? I just want you to know I'm here and you're here, okay? Just understand that we will get along so much better if you understand that I'm here and you're here, okay? Why do you want to be here? This country isn't set up for you and I to be in the same level. We can't be eye to eye. No. I'm a good American. You should know your place. Vote for me. And I'll put those people in their place. This type of things. You know, I feel you, man. So this is the shenanigans, right? See, these good Americans, they have no ill will towards you. They just want you to know your place. What's up, GG? You know, if you go somewhere and just some white or some non-black person just comes out of the blue and tell you what you need to be doing, you know, like you go to the store and why aren't you wearing gloves? Why aren't you wearing a mask? Why aren't you walking the way that I think you should be walking? You know what that's about? Those are good Americans that just want you to know your place because they're not going to do that to people that look like them. They just want to do it to you. They want to do it to your kids. They want to do it to your grandparents. You know, because it's a good American. Good Americans understand this. You know, good Americans understand this. This is all these good Americans talk about. You know, because I brought this up prior when the brother was talking about when MOT was talking about defunding the police, and the other brother was bringing up predominantly white states and cities. This doesn't happen here. This doesn't happen there. This doesn't happen there. And when he brought up Salt Lake City, I remember having a conversation, and because Xanatos Clutch lives out there, and he was like, you know, he don't have problems out there as a black man, but those Polynesians out there, oh, see, those Polynesians are getting that work from just these good Americans. They're not black. There's just too many Polynesians in Salt Lake City. Too many of those Samoan type-esque people. You know, their tattoos and their ponytails is just so unsettling. And, you know, this doesn't happen in Arizona or New Mexico. But if I'm not mistaken, people that treat Hispanics in New Mexico and Arizona pretty bad. You know, that's the what is it? The capital of drug trafficking, and I don't want to say car theft anymore. You know, I appreciate it, Logcast. I put it in the link. Because people have been asking me about my Cash App, and I forgot it. You sent me a message. My bad. You know, it's on my face, 7-Eleven. Yeah. You know, but it's in like the description somewhere. But this is what was going on. This is what people are dealing with. These are good Americans who just want to put you in your place. It's nothing personal. It's just they want you to be beneath them. Okay? You know, because like I said, in these other cities, states and cities that are not predominant, that doesn't have a high black population, but it has a high non-black, it has a non-black population. They're getting those police just happen to find those people suspicious. As a matter of fact, this is what I mean by good Americans just want you, to they just want you to stay in your place, or they just want to put you in your place. This is what this is about. I was watching Abba preach talking about, a couple of days ago, I think it was when they did it, or last week, when they was talking, a brother got pulled over for driving 5 miles under the speed limit, and that was suspicious. And that's just a stop to put you in your place, to let you know your place in America. Now, forget all of the semantics or anything like right and wrong, or anything like messing with your constitutional rights. That doesn't exist. Okay. When these good Americans just want to put you in your place, all of those rules that they wrote down on a piece of paper that said, this is for fairness and equality and justice, that don't apply to you. Okay. They're here, you're here. This is what it is. But the interesting thing about that is, somehow he looks suspicious. See, what does a suspicious white person look like? See, when I think about the police, I don't. What is the description of a suspicious white person? Anybody? Anybody in law enforcement can answer these questions. Tongans, thank you. What does a suspicious white person look like to the police? Is he, he's just too white? He has a criminal. What does a white drug dealer? What does that look like? Huh? You don't know? You don't know? You just, I don't understand it. What about, a white hitman? What does he look like? I don't know. What about a white car thief? What does that look like? What is that profile? I just don't know. What about a white shoplifter? What does that look like? What do they normally look like? Just don't know. Very interesting. Hey, Naima. He's too happy. But, nobody needs to put him in his place because he's a good American. She's a good American. Now, when you go to these other places in America where, how come you black people commit so much crime? How come black people are getting pulled up? See, this is what I mean. When somebody pulls you over, or somebody approaches you and asks you your name, what's your name? Why? Let me see your license and registration. Why? You look like somebody. I am somebody, but what do you mean? If I look like somebody, who? Let me see your ID so I can see. Let me see who I look like. I mean, damn, you got a name. That's what I mean by these good Americans just want to put you in your place because, let's be honest, they run your plates anyways. So if you're driving in a car, they already ran your plates. They already got your driver's license. They already got your picture. So how the fuck can you look like somebody if they already know what the fuck you look like? And they already know your name. Oh, but that's just, but it's just, I just want to put you in your place. What happens, we are the only ones dying on the street. No, we're not the only ones dying. This is what I mean by these good Americans just want to put us in our place. White people get killed by the cops more than black people do. That's a fact. But you never see videos of white people getting pulled over because they were going 5 miles under the speed limit. Or I pulled you over because you look like somebody. Or, you see, the way you're driving in your Chevy Tahoe is quite suspicious. Where are you going? Step out of the car, sir. For what? Because I don't like the way you're driving in your Silverado. You look like somebody. You don't see that. How many times have you seen 5 squad cars pull up at a traffic stop for a white person? Anybody? Anybody? Because see, those are good Americans. As a matter of fact, how many times you've seen not white folks cuss out cops and then go home? They're not resisting arrest. They're not disrespecting an officer. Because they're good Americans. Good Americans with good rights have a right to cuss out anybody who infringes upon their rights. Buddy, you don't know who you're talking to, you son of a bitch. I hate your fucking guts, bro. Well, David, do I need to hear about Ryan Clark's son? Why? I got a son on my own. Every son in America experiences racism in every fucking state. But it's not really racism. It's just good Americans just want you to put in your place. Ryan Clark's son is different? No. His son experienced racism. Oh my God. Guess what? You know what? Let's speak about people like this, about these good Americans who just want to put you in your place, right? All these football coaches who go recruit all of these black players and make millions of dollars off of kids. And then they're acting like they're doing the kids a favor. And we're going to ride the rebel flag. We're going to speak for our freedoms. Green Machine. If these kids, they won't be kneeling for the flag in my school, but I'm going to run 17 sweeps and throw this shot and go shotgun. He got to go long because, Traquavius Hill has got to give me $7 million this year because we're trying to win the national championship. See, what I think about these good Americans just want you in your place. They just want you to entertain them, No, I get it, David. I get it. I'm just being sarcastic. Don't mind me. This is that. If you look at the replay from the beginning, I said this is going to be very sarcastic. John, what's happening? So, this is the issue. It's going to be, they just want us to entertain them. And if we have any type of ingenuity, they just want to be able to steal it and take it for themselves. I just want you to know your place. That's all. I don't want you. Look, these people are good Americans. Good Americans. They're good Americans, okay? You're not a good American, okay? You're not. You know why you're not a good American? This isn't your country, okay? This stolen country isn't yours. This is not for you. And I want you to know that this stolen country isn't yours every time I talk to you. When somebody comes and they don't even know you, but they try to make some inappropriate racial comment, it's not that they're bad people. They're good Americans, just want you to know your place. Hey, I bet you grew up on Section 8. Who are you? Yeah, there we go. What's up, unconventional? That's right. Get out of go back. These good Americans say things like, you go back where you came, go back to Africa. Where are you from? I'm from Ohio. Here. So I need to go back to Africa. You need to go back to Ohio where you're from. So see, these good Americans just want to put you in your place, buddy. Michael, what's happening? Yeah. Shut up and dribble that ball. Okay. They're good Americans. They're not bad people. I want this Confederate flag to fly for my heritage. My heritage. My family fought for the right to own slaves. But that's not what it is about. It's about my heritage. But I'm a good American with a Confederate flag, and I just want you to stay in your place, buddy. I'm a Confederate American that wants you to stay in your place, buddy. I'm a good Confederate American. Yes, I am. You just don't understand. See, you don't get it. I just want you people to know your lane. Stay in it. And your lane is beneath me, okay? Beneath me. I got a 1987 F-150. How dare you? You're running around in all those brand new cars with their navigational systems in it, huh? You think you're above me? Think you're above me, buddy? I'm going to call the cops on this man. Whose car is that? Where you going? 911, there's a suspicious black guy driving in a car better than mine. I think he's trafficking crack from state to state. He looks mean. What does he look like? I can't tell because he's got tinted windows, but he looks mean inside the tinted windows. I know he's black and I know he's got tinted windows, but I just want that man to know he's beneath me. Bull Connor for life. See, these good Americans just want you to know that, you're beneath them. Yeah, gerrymandering. Yeah, exactly. See, these people, when people go to work or a lot of these people going to get fired. A lot of people going to get fired. And then what's going to happen? It's because of the blacks. You can't get, I got fired because of the blacks. Black Lives Matter got me fired. Okay. But you work like for an oil company. How did Black Lives Matter get you fired? It's the blacks. The blacks shut down the oil and gas with all of their protesting and rioting and looting. But most of the people you see rioting and looting are white. I just want you to know your place. Yeah. It makes sense. That old miss, it's just shenanigans. So you got to understand that's what these people are doing. These good Americans, they just want you to know your place. They're gonna teach their kids to make sure their kids gonna at some point learn how to make sure you know your place. A man dies in front of the world, and they just get on social media and lay on their friends' necks with their knee and smile. Know your place. See, I didn't kill my friend. Know your place. That's what that's about. I remember it's like a white couple adopted a black kid. I want to say in either Indianapolis or somewhere in Indiana, and then he went over his white friend's house and they did they kneed on his neck with a live gun on him, and they put it on social media. And I think they sent Child Protective Services for the parents, and the parents for some odd reason didn't think that I didn't think white people would do that. These are white kids. Oh yeah, no, he's just trying to tell his friend to know your place. See, this isn't something new, is what I'm getting at. Let's rewind quickly. And do you remember when they had the girls at the high school a few years ago, spell out the word nigger? You remember that? They're good American girls who just wanted you to know your place. It was a bunch of white girls. I know it's a great idea. What about when the kids got on the challenge with the water and the thing, water in the sink, and the kids got kicked out of school or they getting scholarships because they just had to make a challenge and nigger, because they're nigger, because they're black and they don't have a father. There's good Americans who just want you to know your place. That's all. It's not anything bad. It's not anything bad. These people go to school, they get educations, they're good people. What is the dude that just got accused of rape? From I was about to say Saved by the Bell, but the '70s show. He's a good American. You know, it's okay. He's not. Where's Me Too at? You know, see. Let me do this a little differently. Me Too was about sexual assault, right? So, what if men decided all sexual assault matters? You got assaulted, ma'am? But all sexual assault matters, not just yours, not just a woman's. It all matters, all of it. Okay, me too. With Me Too, it all matters. What is that? That's just good Americans just want you to, just want to put you in your place, But it's okay. Third World was popping. This is what we gotta understand. That's what you gotta understand. That's what All Lives Matter and Blue Lives Matter is about. It's just about these good Americans wanting you to know your place. That's all that's about. That's all that's about. What about the NFL? Not hiring Kaepernick, right? Because he nailed. But now most of the league said they gonna kneel, and now even Roger Goodell, we should find Kaepernick a job. Why? What? He disrespected the flag. He needs to know his place for disrespecting the flag. And people say stuff like, well, it's not like this happens to NFL players. Have you ever looked up the story of Steve Foley? I don't think y'all remember Steve Foley, do you? He was a linebacker. He played for the San Diego Chargers. And somehow some off-duty cop followed him in his car, basically pulled him over in an unmarked car off of work, and got into it with Steve Foley and then shot him in the chest. That would have never happened to an NFL player. That's good American just wanted to, But what about JoJo McKnight? When the guy, got into a road rage accident in Louisiana and shot JoJo McKnight. And that was the second time he had done something like that. You know why he did? They are just good Americans who are just trying to just put you in your place, to let you understand your place. These people aren't racist. These people aren't prejudiced. No. They're not. Todd, what's happening? Charles, what's happening? They would never. There are not a lot of people running around here like Dylan Roof who'll go to church and pray with you and then shoot old people. And the police took him to Burger King. It's not that he went to Burger King and got a Whopper and had it his way. It's just he's a good American. He was hungry after killing all of those black old people. We just had to give him a Whopper, Skip. He just was putting those people in their place. That's all he was doing. Nice, young, strapping American putting these old black jigaboos in their place. That's all. That's all this is about. These good Americans who would never do anything wrong to anybody. No. What about Chicago? What about Chicago? That's what good Americans say to put you in your place if you're getting treated unfairly. You live in Los Angeles, but they live there too. But what they'll say is, what about Chicago? Good Americans just want to put you in your place. That's all. How about it's these liberals and the liberal policies. liberals and their liberal policies that got all of this crime in all these black communities. You're right. You're right. So what you should do is you should be a conservative and vote Republican, and it'll stop all of these liberal policies in these, democratic cities, these democratic states, and it'll stop all of the crime and violence forever. Just vote. But wait. When wasn't, maybe I'm wrong, but wasn't the CIA involved in bringing drugs in America during the Vietnam War? I believe the president then was a Republican that let that happen. What about Iran-Contra? I'm pretty sure that was either Reagan or Bush. What about the war on Afghanistan after the war on Iraq that just happened to go to Afghanistan because Afghanistan's number one crop was opium, poppies. And then they had an opioid epidemic in America. I'm pretty sure that happened with a Republican president. So the drug problem what about Chicago? If these good Americans just want you to put you in your place, if they stop shooting people in Chicago, isn't it the good old Republican Party, the party that brought the drugs to America? I'm just trying to, maybe my history is wrong. Maybe, just maybe. But just maybe. It was George Bush didn't have a crack commercial in the White House. Just maybe. But so the reason I say that is because it's the criminals in the black community that cause the police to act like this. Don't these same people do this same type of stuff to children who are not criminals? College students who are not criminals? High school students who are not criminals? Okay, wait, grown man. What's the truth? What's what choice you talking about? The choice to deal drugs? Because see, all I'm saying is these good Americans never did anything wrong. These good Americans who chose to bring drugs into this country, that's not wrong. It's the people that they sold the drugs to that's the bad choice. That's all. These good Americans want to put you in your place. A good American can just go ahead and just, because all of these good Americans just happen to pop up with weed farms all over the country now, which was the gateway drug, by the way, in the 80s. And they just, and they locked people up for smoking weed. They wanted to put you in your place. But now they want to sell weed? And you're wrong? Now, it's like prohibition, right? All of these alcohol companies that was that think about it, when you go to any liquor store, they're not wines and spirits and all that bougie stuff. Look at the vast majority of these alcohols were founded before prohibition. So that means they were still running through prohibition, Look, I understand that, Brian. I understand it. One of the things that happened when I was younger, I went to a football camp at the University of Michigan. Me and my teammates, all high schoolers from far and wide or in that region wanted go to the camps to try to impress to get on the radar of the coaches and all that. And our roommates happened to be two Amish kids who just happened to go out in Ann Arbor with like 28, 29 grams of weed. And they happened to get caught by the cops. And the cops happened to just take their weed and tell them to go back to their room. Which for us was like, they did what? But it wasn't that the cops did that because they were white kids. It was really the arrogance of the kids, like, oh, that happens all the time. See, these good Americans can do stuff like that all the time. They're good Americans. They salute, they do the Pledge of Allegiance, put their hand over their heart when the national anthem plays. And, you know, they walk around with massive quantities of drugs. Not really a big deal. Not really. You know, but these are good Americans. Oliver North, hilarious. You know, but this is the problem. You know, good Americans just want to put you in your place. Like that's like I was saying, it's not racist. It's not racist. Like, so, you know, if you send your kid to daycare and your kid winds up, you know, isolated and put in the corner, if all the black kids wind up isolated and put in the corner, they're just trying to teach the kids their place. Okay. Okay. That's all. That's all. Because I know these good Americans wouldn't do that to these good American children, but, you know, they just want your bad American children to know where they are. You know, that's all this is about. That's all this is about. What's up, Wayman? Fair Mom, what's going on? It's not a big deal. You know, I just want to let you know that you're beneath me. It's not nothing major, nothing to see here. Or what about oh man. What about these people who want you to pray about it? And I'm a good person, be my friend. But here's the problem. I gotta be your sidekick kind of friend, right? Right. That's because you're a good American and you need a good, you know, a good black sidekick to here's my black friend who agrees with me. He knows his place. You see how he speaks for me, and he says what I would like him to say. And I have some pretty staunch views on certain things that can sometimes agree with some even racist white people. But see, the thing about it is, I feel the same way about when they do the same stuff. But see, these good Americans don't want to say that. These good Americans say all these violent cities in America, they're all black. Actually, they're not. Actually, go look up the most violent or the most violent cities in America. And I guarantee you, they're going to be cities you never thought of. See, you're predominantly going to think of cities where you think black people are. But if you get the top 30, you'll be like, huh? What? Nah, not here. Yeah. See, good Americans just want you in your place. Like when they say stuff like, if we defund the police, we just, you know what we'll do? We'll take the police out and they'll kill each other. That's what they'll do. No. If you take the police out of all of these bad neighborhoods, a lot of the crime gonna go down because a lot of the tension gonna go down. I know y'all thinking initially the people who beefing, oh, they gonna get at it. After that's over with, see, nobody's gonna be just popping up on children anymore, playing basketball or just walking from the corner store. Oh, going to the park, riding their bike. You're not gonna get pulled over for anything like that anymore. Dude just happened to be sitting on the porch drinking a beer. He's not actually just gonna get pulled over anymore. Oh, people gonna break into people's houses? Nah, we're not into breaking into people's houses. You know, people in our community know what can happen if you just going to go breaking into somebody's house. You know. Oh yeah. I ain't worried, but those people, Charles, those people are good Americans. you know, and Pine Bluff, it's crazy. Is it? They are just good Americans. This is why all the other groups want to show up, and it's. I feel like I'm black. Not really. Do you actually think, like, all of these good Americans, when they really get treated unfairly, what do they say? I'm getting treated like I'm black. So if you're getting treated like you're black, that means somebody's treating you like what? You're beneath someone. And you don't want to get treated like you're beneath someone, but you're just a good American. See, we're supposed to be the people that are beneath people. You're not supposed to get treated like that. Oh, okay. Interesting. Interesting. Just, but even when I was talking about the Republicans, I can talk about the Democrats the same way. When you keep asking when people keep asking the Democratic Party and people in the party, what are you gonna do about reparations? Huh? 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 We gotta beat Trump. Why? We gotta beat Trump. Why do we have to beat Trump? See, if you would have ran on some time, oh, I know where UAPB is. You know, Kalamazoo, yeah. But that's doesn't sound black enough. Doesn't sound Detroit-ish enough. See, good Americans just want you to know your place. Kind of like, speaking of Michigan, kind of like the Flint thing, right? See, those are good Americans. They didn't. They just wanted to give these other Americans some, let's give them contaminated water for a whole city. They're a little too dark for good water. It's good. Just let them know their place. Let them know their place by giving them and their children lead water. Lead water for the darkies. Sustain. We are such good Americans. Yeah, we're good Americans. Jazzy, what's happening? Oh, Green Machine, don't keep naming places. Those places. What about Chicago? What about Chicago? Oh yeah, Chicago. Oh, the crime, the horror. How's crime been going down? Good Americans just want you to stay in your place because let's be real. Crime has been going down in America in the last 30, 40 years. But the police have been just going up. How? Because the police are just trying to let you know your place. See, good Americans just, like I said, just want you to know your place. Like, a good American can be a guy who goes into a hotel and they take all of his bags into this nice hotel, and he just happens to have 50 assault rifles, and he could just break out windows in the hotel and shoot at a crowd of people at a concert. Nobody would have thought that because he's a good American. What about the good Americans who went to learn how to fly a plane, but they didn't go to learn how to land one? That's not suspicious. They're good Americans. They know they have the freedom to learn how to fly a plane and not land it without suspicion. Good Americans. Good Americans. Great Americans, by the way. I don't know. Who would do such a thing? That doesn't seem right. These good Americans just want you to know your place. When you do something like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna use my Second Amendment rights to bear arms. Ban the guns, Jim. I want them in their place. They can't have guns. No, Jim. If you buy a nice home and then you try to sell the home And people just happen to come and they realize, oh, this nice home had black people in it. I know the house is going for $500,000, but I'm not buying that $500,000 house because there's black people in it. I'm gonna show you your place. The offer is $322,000. Even though all the houses in the area are selling for the same price. I just want you to show, I want to show you your place. I'm gonna not pay you. Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go down the block to a white person who's selling theirs for $675. I'll buy theirs then. Sold. And now you're in debt. Well, I don't want you to ever make a profit. You just can't do it. What about the story of the business owner that was in Chicago on the north side? This happened a few years ago, where with the other business owner, one of the other business owners in the area was taking a crap in front of his front door. It was like a nice little bar. He was taking a crap in front of his front door. Just bow. You know, when the place was closed. So when he comes in the morning, you know, what you think sitting at the door? That type of stuff. These good. He was a good American. He just wanted that business owner to know his place. You know, what's up? What's up, Unc? I mean, I know it doesn't seem right if I say if you are a black person and you have a nice home and you have a nice pool, you have to be concerned about things like your non-black neighbors hopping the fence or coming in your backyard trying to urinate and defecate in your pool, or they're just trying to swim in your pool when you're not home, and if you catch them, they're urinating and defecating in your pool. It's not that they're bad people. They're just good Americans that just want you to know your place. That's all. That's all. What's up, Astro? That's not a concern of yours. I just want to let you know. You know. Amon, you're thinking like, well, oh yeah. You know, it's the same as, you know, when somebody, if you have a home, your neighbors have this incessant need to make sure that their dogs use your lawn. They just you come outside and there's dog poop in your lawn. Same dog over and over again. Same dog owner over and over again. You know, they're just good Americans who just want you to know your place. Say it's Juneteenth and you're having a barbecue. You don't be surprised if about 9 o'clock the police show up to your residence and they issue you a warning to cut the music down, even though the music isn't loud. It's just, you good American neighbors just want you to know your place. Now, when they have a Super Bowl party, it's cars up the block. 4th of July's cars up the block. World Series cars up the block. Music blasting. No big deal. If you do that, two people with badges on want to come in your home. They just want you to show your place, to know your place. Go to sleep. That's all they want. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. The party couldn't be starting. You know, it is what it is. They're not bad people, man. They're not bad people. You know, if you ever went to the mall, the grocery store, Walmart, Target, and you happen to just be in line like everybody else paying for your stuff, and these good Americans just happen to walk clean all up on your back and over your shoulder while you're putting your debit card or your credit card into the machine, and they're just trying to look, and you turn around, what do you do? Or you push them away and you push them back. It's not that they want to know your PIN number and they want to know your card and see your name on your card, even though they don't know your face or your picture. They want to see the numbers and they want to see if your PIN actually works. They're just good Americans who they're not racist. They just want you to know your place. You shouldn't have money to afford food. How did you buy these Oreos? What is that, gelato? That's expensive ice cream. How did you do that? Oh my God. You went to the furniture store and you bought furniture. Oh my God. These good Americans just want, you can't afford to do that. Oh, you know, these good Americans who want you to know your place when you go to the car lot, you know, you go to the car lot to buy a car and you really can't do this much anymore. This is what they used to do. And you see, and they try to, and the car is $12,000, but you wind up paying $18,000. Not because of your credit. No. Because all of a sudden they just magically bumped up the price. And you're like, wait. Because if you have a 700 credit score, you can get it for, well, I got a 700 credit score. Well, if you put $2,000 down, here's $2,000 down. Next thing you know, now you got 29% interest. And you're like, now you got to refinance it because, take that back. You realize if you're doing the paperwork, you be like, wait a minute, player, what is this? Because see, this is what people do. This is what these good Americans who just want you to know your place, this is what they do. They do that price gouging when you go buy stuff. They do that to you. Anybody who's black knows about these games. You go buy something, and then you got to read the contract because they assume you don't know how to read. You people don't read. You don't know math. And then you look at wait, what is this doing in here? And this, 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 and this. Oh, we just wanted to give you triple insurance and make sure we covered everything from the Rudy to the Tootie, as you people say on the car. I want to take your down payment and just shove it. I'm going to keep the cash, but I'm going to make you pay for it again. I didn't know you saw that. X that out. Matter of fact, I'm leaving. Wait, come back. Okay, I'm going to treat you fairly. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought I didn't know you would see that. I'm going to be. I was just trying to do some good business. See, these good Americans who try to do good business, they just want you to know your place. Oh, Mr. Benevolent, how dare you? How dare you? How dare you? Apartments are about to go sky high, player. Apartments and homes about to go sky high. Sky high. But because good Americans just want you. Yeah, $700 process. Yeah. It's just like going. It's like somebody charging you to do your taxes and you already done them. I already did them. Well, I'm going to charge you $85. No, you're not. No, you're not. I'm not using you. Oh, it's that. But these good Americans just want you, they just want you to, know your place. That's all. That's all they want. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. When you go to restaurants, how dare you get it? Yes, Trent, can we do that? If you go to a restaurant and your waiter or waitress happens to be rude to you on site, I know you people are not going to tip. I know you people are not. I know you. I don't want to eat here no more. Why? I just wanted you to know your place. You were just supposed to take my order. You wasn't supposed to insult me as soon as I walk in the door. Or they're your waiter or waitress and they're supposed to serve you, but they serve everybody around you before they serve you. It's still good Americans. They just want you to know your place. Yeah, that's all. That's all. When you call a business and somebody is on the phone and the minute that they hear your voice, they get rude. They're good Americans. It's not that they're racist. It's just the minute they heard your voice and it sounded black, they just, I'm having a bad day. I got, oh my God. What did you want? They're just, you know, that's just, they just want you to know your place. They just want you to know you got to get bad treatment everywhere you go. Everywhere you go. Everywhere you go. It is what it is, right? Oh, yeah, okay. But you know what? I've been on here an hour being sarcastic, but I'm being honest. Yeah, astronaut. Yeah, I can see it. Sarcasm, but it's honest. But I'm gonna get out of here. I got something to do. I'm gonna hit y'all later. Catch y'all tomorrow. Peace.